So anyways, we got our HazelE in the building. Round of applause. That was a lame cussy.
Hey.
Yes. All right. You just said something interesting when you walked in. Are you going to be on your freaking social media the whole time?
He told me to go live, but now I'm putting it down.
When you're great, you're live. See what I did there? All the way live.
All the way.
So you came in and you said the new rumor. You have a rumor about you. What is that rumor? You just said it. The new controversy.
Well, yeah, it's always a new controversy every week. But
this week, what is the controversy with HazelE?
HazelE is skin bleaching. She is the new Michael Jackson.
Are you skin bleaching?
I go and get spray tanning. I try to add my melanin back into my life, being that I have a winter color and a summer color. Right now, it's a rainy type of day, so I'm in my winter color. And you know what I'm saying? I went ahead and put a little sauce gloss on it, you know what I'm saying? Threw that swag back on it.
What is sauce gloss?
It's called Body Bling by HazelE. Shameless plug for the girl
No,
coding
round of
cosmetics.
applause. There's nothing shameless about this.
It's the body glow, you know, and it's self-bronzer tanner, so that way you can keep your summer color all winter long. Girl Code Cosmetics, baby.
So I'm a bit perplexed from this explanation, and here is why.
What?
As far as I've gone spray tanning myself.
Okay.
You know why I go spray tanning?
You look gold.
You know why I go? HazelE, do you know why I go spray tanning?
Because you need to let them know that you have
to get darker.
Yeah, me too.
We're talking about you get lighter, and your answer was because I spray tan. I never heard of spray tan that gets lighter.
No. I said I was lighter, hit the controversy. So to counteract me saying I wanted to erase my melanin, I went and sprayed it back on.
Oh, so you were white yesterday.
Yeah.
And now not white today.
Not white today.
According to the controversy.
According to the controversy. They said I wanted to throw the whole race away. Yikes! No, I don't want to throw the whole race away.
Now, why would somebody even think to say something like that about you?
I mean, I have a lot of criticism on social media. Of course, I had like a minor meltdown probably about 5 months ago.
Okay.
Where there was, I went on a little bit of a rant, and part of it was colorism. So, people don't want to let that live. And so anything that they can do to try to discredit my African-American heritage, they will. And now it's like, she said, throw the whole race away. And I'm just like, okay, what are you talking about?
So that's not what you said.
I did go on a rant. I definitely did go on a rant. And I did say some horrible comments that was not set to offend the mass population. It was aimed at a group of girls. But with that controversy, it kind of took over the internet, and a lot of people were offended. So recently, I went on and Y'all Fix My Life on OWN Network, and we addressed the issues of colorism, and we got to the bottom of it. Like we had a real conversation. So that airs April 14th on OWN Network, so everybody can see my response on my whole colorism rant.
God damn it, HazelE. This means I can't even ask you what was your response, because you're gonna be like, you gotta watch the show.
No. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna say I was being tacky.
Yeah.
My response was definitely classless, and I shouldn't let people, honestly, the bottom of the day is get me out of character. Like, I know my position. I know I have a platform. I didn't realize it was as big as it was until I said these comments. So we got to the bottom of it, and it stems from childhood. It stems from just being, in an African-American community, but being mixed and not really, one day I don't like my blue veins because I'm too white, and the white girls are like, you're too black, and the black girls is you ain't black enough, and you know what I'm saying? So we had a real conversation. I want to shout out Estelle Darlings. She came on the episode. She came on the episode with me. We had our conversation. Raven Goodwin from Being Mary Jane and Smith. My girl Roxy Sharice from Players Club, Inyala, Oprah, everybody that put this together for me so that we could, have a real conversation and just discuss like the truth. And we don't get to the bottom of it. And I know I was being like, a tacky, ratchet, unclassless little Hazel that day. So I apologize.
So do you regret the things that you said?
You want to be 100?
Yes. I'll never, for as long as we talk, I'm never gonna be like, let's go 82.
Okay. I regret hurting the masses. It was not intended to offend my sisters, my brown girls, my dark skinned girls. It was not intended to do that. So for that, I'm sorry, because that was gross.
Wait, can I stop you for a second?
But the bitches that I did offend, I wanted to offend them hoes. And I never, and still will not apologize to those chicks in that post that I said it to, because I meant it. And that's facts.
Everyone's quiet.
They don't probably like it.
Yeah. Everyone is like, okay.
Well,
What's saying? I don't know what that meant. What is it?
The poetry. Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Why am I out of the loop? Why am I out of the loop?
Come on, Clay,
it's just over my head?
Yes.
Let's just keep it moving?
Keep going.
All right. So if you say, he's like, just go. So I, myself, was always, I'm not mixed, so you're mixed, right? What is your background? What is your nationality and your culture?
Black, white, Puerto Rican. What?
I'm Puerto Rican and Haitian. You know, around from the Zulu nation. Told you on the jam that we can get down. Hold on, are you a Tribe Called Quest song? Are you a Tribe Called Quest song?
Hell, I need to be Red Dot the Feather and everything, okay?
So I was, growing up, I was always like too white for the black kids and too black for the white kids.
Oh.
So it sounds, so like I never fit in either, because like I was obviously a white dude, but was all black neighborhood. Right. So like I can relate to somebody that has experiences and doesn't understand. Because I even remember when I was 15 and my mom sent me to my dad's who lived in the suburbs. Mm-hmm. And in my mind, I didn't even know what white life was like. Right. So when I at first I didn't want to go. I'm just like, I don't want to go live with all the hicks out in the boondocks. Like that's what I looked at it like as a kid.
And that's where I grew up, in the hicks and the boondocks.
Yeah. So and then I ended up being sent out there. And honest to God, when I seen like the white mom staying home with the white dad working and the white mom driving the kids to school or to sports, I was like, this is how white people live? Like I didn't even know. And it's weird coming from a white guy saying that, right? So I understand when you have things that happen as a childhood and they carry on as you become an adult and you haven't let go of it yet, or you have these unresolved feelings that kind of you're stuck in this way of thinking because of how you grew up, because we're all built a certain way and we don't just strip ourselves of it. You know, that's why people need psychiatry when they get older.
Right.
Right. So you must have like some inner feelings that you still carry with you that allowed you to just kind of come out and say something that maybe was not that classy or
tacky.
So is that the case?
It definitely is the case. And I mean, now with that, I can't give too much away of the episode, but we get to that.
Yeah, you know the show's bigger than that episode, right?
Yeah, no, I'm just
Nobody
saying,
knows Fix My Life. They know Clint Sparks.
That's a no snitching.
They know Dash Radio different Ain't nobody tuning into that. All right, everyone's tuned in now.
Yes, for sure. I mean, it definitely stemmed from childhood. I'm not gonna lie. First time getting socked in the face was probably by a darker skinned girl. Mm-hmm. My first fight ever, because I did grow up in the suburbs on a military base where it was very multicultural, and I went to a school out of 700 kids, 3 were black, and then I didn't know where I fit in the middle because
the white kids were like, you ain't really one of us.
I remember the little white boy saying, you had like the cornrows in the head back in the day, and he was like, train track head, you can't play Foursquare here with us. No, and I'm like, what are you like? You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about?
Wow, I like Foursquare.
Yeah, I loved Foursquare, tetherball. That was my thing, and I wasn't the right color to play with them. That's in Colorado back in the 80s.
Yeah,
racial tension still existed. Colorism still existed when I grew up.
Yeah, of course.
Still now.
Yeah.
At least now it's like it's. You know, we see interracial mixing and all the little babies are not all, but you know, it's there. But then in the 80s, Denver, Colorado, military base, it was separation issues. Yeah. And that's just how I grew up. And, you know, through certain experiences, I was just angry.
Do you think that your fans and or the fans of the show that seen what you did, do they understand this about you?
I don't think yet. I think a lot of them are still upset. I read the comments, you know, every day. I get thousands and thousands and thousands of comments, and some people haven't forgiven me only because for that specific issue, they haven't seen the apology. I can't do air dates and times or whatever, but I didn't just go and, hey, go on live. Hey, to all my sisters, I apologize. I didn't mean it that. I didn't do that because it was the effect that it had on so many people. I just felt like I had to as big of a platform that it happened on, I feel like I had to address it on an equal as big platform. And then of course with that and TV shows, it's non-disclosures. You can't talk about it, exclusivity agreement. So then I'm still even stuck with just even getting my side out till it gets out.
I think that if people understand the real feelings that you have and what happened to you as a child and the things that, then carried along with you for the rest of your life, because everybody's broken. Everyone's hurt. Everyone's got feelings. Something's happened to everybody that they can't let go of. Some will admit it, some won't. But everybody has a place in their heart for someone that's real and had some real things happen to them. So if that's what you reveal on the show, I think that could be a big change for you in your career and for people that may look at you in not so great of a light right now. Yeah. So I'm glad that you're talking about your real feelings, because there's a lot with bullying and all these kids nowadays, like that still goes on. What you're talking about now, it's not just the 80s. It still goes on now.
Now everybody has social media, so anybody can tell you anything at any given point in time across the world. Like it doesn't matter that, like with social media, everybody has a voice. Everybody has a platform. Everybody can be an internet gangster, a keyboard thug, so you can get opinions, period. I even learned through that process of read the comments, check your feedback. You know what I'm saying? When I did that process, it was more so, hear my side, but let me learn tools on how to better react to this. Because people are used to me blacking out, spazzing out, throwing plates, socking bitches. Like this is because what they've seen from me on TV for 4 years. So that's what they think it is. We have to, shed all that exterior and just get to the root of the problem.
Now, did you go on here to apologize to kind of help people see your perspective, or, and this is very different, or to help others who maybe have the same issues you have be able to work through them?
It was both. That's why I say we had my conversation internally with me, and then we brought other girls around so I could hear their perspective and what their thoughts on it and what they experienced as being brown-skinned girls and how they felt, and then us being, fair-skinned black women, what we went through. So it was both. It was to definitely tell my side, give my apology, because like I said, it wasn't intended to do the mass, but it was also, let's just open up and have a real conversation about it. And at no point was I scared. People like, oh, they're gonna rip you alive. No, they weren't, because they seen that this wasn't even really what it was.
So was it therapeutic for you?
I had to go through therapists to even go on the show. Like it's a healing show. It's based around doctors and stuff. They had to make sure I wasn't going to go on the show and kill the host. you know. So we definitely had to go through therapy. It was a process to get there. So we got there. We got through it, and it's still healing in processes now. They check on me all the time, just making sure I'm. Yo, did you check this off the list? Did you read these notes? Did you go study these females in black history that you're supposed to be looking up to as legacies so you could leave this? So it's still a journey. It's still not done yet.
I mean, mental health is a real issue, not to say that you're mentally unstable.
Oh, no, they call me bipolar and everything. They said HazelE versus Erica Adams, the publicist. We broke it down to the point where I might have two personalities now. And if I do, then,
Have you ever been clinically diagnosed with bipolar or anything like that?
I have not.
No.
I definitely haven't. It was brought up, but no doctors told me that.
Interested in going to find out?
Nah, I'ma just rock how I am. If you start seeing me jump out the window,
I think we should go check.
Oh, see my Ashley wrote.
You should go check.
He the one.
You should, because guess what? Then you can help other people. You'll also find some answers.
I'm just messing.
You'll find some answers.
Right.
Right? Who doesn't want answers?
Like Beyonce has her and Sasha Fierce. Like my headphones fell off at that.
That was a weak.
Come on.
Weak try for HazelE.
No, it's not weak. It's facts.
It was a T.I. verse Tip.
Hey, Diddy verse Puff. I don't know. What are we talking about?
No, because you're always HazelE. It's not Hazel verse E.
No, it's Erica versus Hazel. Actually, my real name is Erica. The publicist, the PR, the way I came out in this industry as a publicist first.
Didn't I meet you that way?
You met me already as HazelE.
But I think you told me that you were a publicist.
I did. I told you that's what I.
Because you weren't on TV or anything when we first met.
No, I was already on TV. I think I was just in season 2 of TV. Now we're at 5.
You know what? I don't watch any of those shows.
Exactly.
So I didn't know. I think I told you that too. And you were like, yeah, I do this thing. I was like, oh, I don't even really know what that is.
Yeah, you were so not bothered by it.
And I was just like, what's up? Are you cool or not? That's all I cared about.
Cool?
I do music. Clinton, help me out. Get familiar. Help me. That's what it was.
And then we hung out at Tyrese's house.
Yes.
Tyrese had a big party.
For sure.
Before we play it.
First of all, this is an exclusive because, you know, it doesn't even drop to the 30th. So I came and brought it to you first.
Oh, shit.
Before it even hits online.
It's familiar.
They better know. I came to my boy first. Okay.
Yep.
What are you talking about? Came around about in the midst of my scandal. And I just felt like I needed to get something off my chest. I got Rose Burgundy here. I got I Show Off from Major Artist Music. They brought in Constantine, dope writer, Grammy Award winning, and they kind of collectively put their brains together to get this thought out. Cause I'm like, my thing was homophobic, race, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, how am I getting these time? Donkey of the day, you know, Harvey's ripping my ass to shreds.
So wait, but do you think you deserved it under the circumstances?
You know, I'm gonna humble myself now and say, I'll take that donkey of the day because I probably did deserve it. I really be having an ego, but I'm gonna drop it right now because I did make a mistake. So I probably deserve that donkey of the day. Yeah, I'll take that I deserve donkey of the day. I'll take all the backlash everybody gave me. I mean, like I said, it was TMZ top story. I think I was trending worldwide under Melania Trump for 72 hours on Twitter.
So you know how they say like no publicity is bad publicity, right?
Yeah.
How are you, as Erica, sitting home by yourself watching these things? What was that doing to you inside?
It made me want to just keep explaining and no and like try to correct. But at that point it was already too far. I couldn't even when I went to apologize for the homophobic stuff, everyone was like, this was disingenuous. It happened too fast. That's why I had to like take my time because I knew I was still in my own ego. I knew I was still in my own bag. I still wanted to defend what I did as opposed to own what I did was wrong and correct. And like you said, get to the bottom of it. So that's why I can say, losing my ego, I'll take the donkey of the day that day. And hopefully through this process, they'll see like she grew, she set her ass down for a couple months. She got back into her music, which is why I even did the show. And let's see if we can come out on the better side, and maybe I'll help some young girls out, or I'll help some people in different situations
who are just like you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe people can see that it was the young Erica who still had a lot of pain and hurt from her scars and things that happened to her growing up that was just lashing out, and you lashed out the wrong way.
Definitely.
Everybody deserves a second chance, and a lot of people fuck up and make mistakes and say things they didn't mean. You know, sometimes you can't take it back. Yeah. In some situations, and this may be some people be like, nah, we ain't forgiving that. Yeah. But you can't be caught up on that. You have to learn from your mistakes, like it seems like you have. You took a slice of humble pie. You said, you know, I got rid of my ego. I'm doing things to, one, recover internally from the pain that I had that would cause me to do something like that in the very first place. So that's step number one. So you won't even do anything like that again. So you need to be better before you can even like share that wisdom and experience with somebody else to not do what you did.
Exactly. I mean, you know, a 90-day hiatus in this industry is almost like death.
You're off. You fell off.
Yeah, fell off the map. So like I said, to really take that time, reflect, and, you know, with Major Artist Music and stuff, they made it my home, and everything that I wanted to go through, instead of lashing back out on social media and using those avenues, we actually just put it into the music this time. Let me just tell my story through my art. And that's where What Are You Talking About came about.
Let's play the record. Let's play it.
Let's get into it.
Let's play it.
What are you talking about?
HazelE, what are you talking about?
Familiar.
Yeah, what up? You know how we do it, baby.
How big you? Shout out Major Artist Music Group. This ours.
What about Rose? You shout out Rose?
Rose Burgundy got
he
this.
Look high as shit in here today.
Because he is. Yo, that's this is. Let me tell you something else. This is when red and blue can link up and make green. You feel me? I'm saying
right.
We represent all sets, all colors over here.
You know what's another shade of green? You know what's another shade of green?
Money what?
Hazel. See what I did there? Come on, man.
Yes, Clay.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Get familiar. Yeah, now I know what's up. Get familiar. Well, I want to thank you for coming through. This record sounds crazy.
You got
Good job. Good job.
Man, we appreciate you, Clint.
Record's crazy. I mean, listen, there's a difference between a dope record, like a good record, and someone trying to make a good record and a whack record, right? So, like, obviously, you might have some haters like, she's trying to, or, da-da.
Yeah.
It's a good record. The beat is fucking hard as shit. The beat is dope as fuck. Like, do you write all your own lyrics?
Man,
it don't even matter. Even whether you did or you didn't, whoever did, like, hitting the pocket
we got
right,
him back.
everything was right. The same way I'm glad you shouted out Cardi, because obviously everyone's going to make the comparison, right?
They want to.
When I listen to Cardi, I'm like, man, if it's her, whoever's writing her shit, They know how to fucking hit those lines. Every line is a good line, and she delivers it right. So it don't even fucking matter. You deliver it right.
Thank you.
And like we believe you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
We did
Like,
this one take, Jake. One take, Jake.
We believe you. Nah, good job. Round of applause, HazelE.
Thank you.
I would tell you if I thought it was whack too.
I know you've told me some shit that mine was whack before,
Yeah,
so
I was like, nah, that's not.
that one
not
wasn't
playing
there.
on my show.
You should go back in the studio.
He did. He let me know, like,
Let me know when you're ready.
He was like, maybe I got some different tracks for you, Hazel. I was like, I love you, Clint.
Look like you could take care of the tracks now.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for coming through, man. We appreciate it. Best of luck with this record.
Thank you.
And your show, the show comes out when?
And y'all, it comes out on April 14th. The record drops next Friday on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, everywhere on March 30th. And the What Are You Talking About airs on Vivo and YouTube and WorldStar April 2nd. So
And for those people who are listening and maybe like can relate to some of the things you were saying and want to talk to you, where can they reach you at?
they can find me on all social media platforms. It's at HazelE, baby. You feel me? Get into the bitch, okay?
Word. Thank you for coming through. Round of applause
Thank
one more
you.
time for HazelE.
Shout out, Get Familiar.
Thank you for being a good sport. Thank you for bringing some hot shit.
Yeah.
It's